Okay, y'all, come on into the kitchen because I'm going to share with y'all a recipe that's, you know, right up there is one of my favorite side dishes, especially if you're grilling a steak on the grill. This is really, really good. And I want to cry because the onions that I'm using today is Vidalia onions. And, you know, it's fall, so that season is slipping away. But somehow they found somewhere in this world to kind of grow them all year. But if I can't get a Vidalia, then I love the Texas sweets. Those are good onions too. So the recipe, I've got recipes for onion dips and onion pies in my cookbook, but this one comes from Cooking with Paula Deen magazine. So this is a different version from what is in the cookbook. Excuse Max, but he found his toy again. So this is what it's supposed to look like, y'all. And it's really, really easy. Not many ingredients. I know it looks like a lot, but it's not. It's eggs and carnation evaporated milk, right, Teresa?
Yes, ma'am.
And 2 cups of shredded cheddar.
And that's a little over. It's really
A little
actually
over.
1.5, but I know you.
There ain't no such thing as too much cheese or too much butter. And then we've got our cracker crumbs, like a buttery cracker, mashed up. Now, the only thing I'm gonna do different, and it's not really different, I'm just gonna add some panko to one of these bowls because I just like a lot of that cracker crust on top of it. So I'm doing that just to make sure, you know, we have enough to cover the entire top, because I'm baking this today in a pig dish, and this pig is pretty long. So we just gotta make sure we got enough cracker crumbs for him. All right, so I've already done some of this, y'all, and you start with 4 Vidalia onions, you know, good sized Vidalias, and you quarter them. And you cover them with water. Just cover them with water and let them cook for 5 minutes. And I've got them in the colander. They have drained. So I'm going to turn this eye back on because I am going to need it to, let's see, in a large skillet, melt butter over medium heat, add onions back to it, and cook for 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and let this butter start melting. And I've got some melted butter back here. I'm going to show you a little trick that I just love for you know, when they said butter crack, pour 1/4 of a stick of butter on top. I'm going to show you how I like to do it so every crumb gets a piece of butter. So this is what our onions look like after cooking for 5 minutes. And I got busy doing something else, so I just cut them off, but I left them sitting in that hot water, so they're pretty far along. So let's turn this up a little bit. Our butter is melting, and I'm going to go ahead and just toss those onions in. And the recipe says cook for 5 minutes. Oops. Almost looks like it needs a little bit more butter, doesn't it, Eddie? Well, guess what? I just happen to be standing,
you have a little more
next to the butter dish. All right. So we're gonna let that cook for 5 minutes. So help me keep 5 minutes on, Eddie. And so in a medium bowl, we're gonna whisk together the eggs. And I'm using my new whisk that a friend sent me. I love it. I mean, the design just makes a lot of sense. And now I'm going to use my evaporated milk, add it to those beaten eggs, and I'm just going to beat that up. And then the next step is in a medium bowl, whisk together your eggs and evaporated milk, add your onions and half of the crushed crackers, cheese, salt, and pepper. And all we're gonna do is spoon it into our dish that we've buttered so it won't stick. And we're gonna bake it for 35 minutes. And that's it. That is it, easy peasy. You know, when we grill steaks around here, I love to do what I called a Saturday night onion. You know, the onions, we'd throw them on the grill and you put them directly on the coal, wrapping them good in foil so they won't be punctured and let all the juice run out. But it takes constant watching. And so this is easier to get that onion taste that you're looking for. It's easier than trying to put onions on coals but it's so good. I use beef base and butter. Oh, and when you open them up, it's like opening a tinfoil full of soup. The onion soup. Oh, it's delicious. All right, so we're just waiting on our onions to cook for 5 minutes. Like I said, leaving these in the water, they got nice and soft for us.
Got about a minute and a half.
About a minute and a half? Okay. For our minute and a half, it calls for a half a teaspoon of kosher salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that while we've got it captured in this pan. Perfect. I've got an onion pie recipe, and maybe my first or second cookbook, I can't remember. But it seems like it's done in an actual pie crust.
It is.
And you talking about good with a buttery cracker? Ooh, doggies. You think our minute is up, Eddie?
Yes.
I mean, this looks really, really good. All right, what did I do with my hot pads?
They're right here.
All right, thank you. Okay. We want to be careful because some of these handles can get pretty hot. All right. You know what? I think I'm going to temper this a little bit. Just to make sure.
Well, what's tempering mean?
What does tempering mean? It means slowly heating our eggs. Because if it's too hot, they'll scramble. So if you slowly temper them and get them used to the heat, they won't scramble up on you. Okay, so I think that's gonna be, I think we're safe. So I'm gonna do it this way so y'all can see it better. So, every drop of juice. Every drop of onion. Okie doke. So now all we're gonna do is add the cheese. Stir that up good. Oh, doesn't that look good? Let's see. And I think I'm supposed to put half the crackers in here, right?
Yeah, I split them up for you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And that cracker in there is just gonna give it a little bit of a binder with those eggs. Perfect. All right, so all we're gonna do now is get Mr. Pig ready. Mr. Pig. Don't let me get you with this, Gus. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. I hope Mr. Pig's big enough. Does it look like we're gonna make it, Eddie?
Looks like it.
Okay, yay. Oh, that's a perfect size. That's a perfect size dish. It's amazing when you think you've dumped everything out, how much you can still scoop up. All right, so here's the trick that I want to show y'all that I use for making sure I get a buttery cracker. Rather than putting our crackers on top and dotting it with butter, I'm afraid somebody's gonna get cheated and I won't ever crumb to have a bite of butter. And that kind of got a little on the cold side, so I'm just gonna heat that back up and then I'm gonna stir my crackers into that butter. And lots of times I'll just put my butter in a skillet and I'll do it in one step on top of my stove. Like I said, it's just much easier than trying to dot that butter and make sure everybody gets some. And I did add more. I added some Japanese breadcrumbs, the panko. So I might could have used a little bit more butter, but I think that got the job done. Every drop.
Yeah, this has a good bit of liquid.
Yes.
That's gonna.
Yes, absolutely. So I just love this little dish. It was under so many other dishes in my dish pantry. I had totally forgotten all about this. So I think this might be the first time the pig got out of the barn. Out of the pig pen. Uh-oh. Just throw those crumbs everywhere. All right. So does not that look wonderful? Looks wonderful. Teresa, may I ask a favor, please?
Sure.
Would you put that in the oven?
Certainly.
Do you
Because
want to put it on a cookie sheet?
I don't think it needs it, Eddie. If you would just put that in, because my hands are so
Certainly.
greasy. And your butt shots are much better than my butt shots.
I don't know about that, but
Her butt ain't as big and wide as mine. Thank you, Teresa.
you're welcome.
Oh my goodness. So I think it says cook for what, 35 minutes, Teresa?
Yes, ma'am.
At what, 350?
I think it's a little.
Let's see. I'm just so used to cooking everything at 350, 375 for 35 minutes. And remember, this is from the magazine. They have all been tested, tried, and true. So, I mean, I go by the word. So, 35 minutes like that, I'll be back. Okie doke, y'all. Our onion, ow! Our onion dish is ready. Y'all are in for such a treat. Be careful, Paula. It's heavy and it's hot. Oh my goodness.
That looks good.
Doesn't that look delicious? If you're an onion lover, here, let me turn the pig where his butt ain't in your face. You can see now. That's better, isn't it? Don't want no pig's butt in your face. Look at it, Eddie, still bubbling. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
So good with steak. So good with barbecued ribs. So good with chicken. Michael roast some wonderful whole chickens. This is great with, it'd be great with ham. This is just a side dish that you'll love.
Spread it on some bread, too.
Spread it on some French bread. Where are those baguettes that we had a while ago?
Right here. Give her one of these.
Yeah. Oh, and look.
Hand her those.
Look, it's like those eggs that we put in it. I don't know, Eddie, if you can see the way it pulls away. It's like good.
Mm-hmm. Just like good.
It's just like real good. And you may want to play with it. You might want to decide you'd like to just cut your onions up a little bit more. Excuse me. My nose is running. I just ate a bite of something hot. And heat makes my nose run. But like I said, we just quartered those onions and then we cooked them for, well, a total of 10 minutes. And that got them to the stage where they were translucent. But still so hot. But y'all make sure you hold on to this recipe. And like I said, it's in the upcoming issue of Cooking with Paula Deen magazine. That'll be on the newsstands the middle of October. And there's a picture of it that shows you just what it's supposed to look like. And it's one of those easy side dishes that people will be asking you for the recipe. Don't y'all agree, Teresa?
Yeah.
Eddie?
Actually, I think this one here is just from the archives. It's not in the upcoming. This one here I pulled from
the archives. Yeah, I showed a picture of it in the upcoming magazine.
It's not in the upcoming magazine.
It's not?
No.
Am
They
I
get a
telling,
different recipe.
am I telling a story? Where's that magazine? Oh. That was the deviled ham dip. I'm sorry. But I was just thinking that this is one that we sent to the magazine.
Yeah, it's from a past issue.
Oh, a past issue.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm not totally
You're not
crazy.
totally.
Almost, but not total. So do try this, y'all. You'll be a huge success. Love and best dishes, y'all. Bye-bye. I'm fixing to burn my mouth. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.